Did you know you can build a full app in 5 minutes or less using AI and no coding experience? Let me show you how. The first thing you do when you have an idea is you go to ChatGPT and you ask it for help to expand your idea. So what you typically would type is, help me create a PRD for the application below. Then you paste in your idea. And in this case, today we're building a customer feedback collector. I know it says form-based app. This was just an idea I got from AI, but I'm going to do something else. So I want to say interactive and user-friendly app or wizard app that collects customer feedback and shows analytics. Now let's send it. In my mind, what I'm thinking is when somebody leaves or when we do a service for someone and they come in and we say, rate us today, it will bring a first screen that says, how did we do, maybe with a smiley face, and they can pick 1 to 5. And the next thing is just, what could we do better with just a simple form where they can type in some details. Maybe the last thing would be, what's your name and email, right? Or maybe the first thing would be, how did we do? And the second thing would be, what's your name and email, right? So if you have ideas like this, take that and put it into ChatGPT. Now for you, the next thing you do is you analyze this document. Look at what it's asking or what GPT gave you. Copy the key things, right? Copy the key things that it has. Key wizards, survey management. This seems pretty extensive. So I don't know if we want to do all of this stuff. I think it's too much for us, but still we will copy everything apart from the dashboard. So we'll just take the dashboard and we will copy it up until here. Now, the app I would love to recommend is something called Leap.new, Lovable. If you guys have heard of Lovable, Lovable is the best. Leap.new is what I use. It doesn't give us as nice of a user interface, which means the screen doesn't turn out very great. Lovable makes beautiful applications, but it's a little more pricey. Leap.new lets me just test out multiple different apps, and in a month I can create so many apps. They may not look as good or as polished, but they work and I can make more apps. So for the purpose of this, I'm using Leak.new. Again, all I did was I took that PRD, put it in here and hit go. That was the end of that. AI will generate everything you need. So gone are the days when you have to hire people, work on the requirements, try to get them to understand where you are, and they will probably miss the mark. Then they create something that comes back not really good. And again, you keep paying more money for all of that. It's streamlined now. Now you go ChatGPT with your idea. ChatGPT fleshes it out. If there's any part you want to change, you give it more instruction. It will keep generating this. When you're ready, you carry it and put it into one of the no-code builders and you let it work. I'll show you what I created already with this. This is a personalized image generator. So let's say you wanted to meet somebody. Instead of just saying, chat soon, John, in a text message, you could also send this picture. Maybe you're waving, maybe it says chat soon, and the AI, so this thing lets me create templates. It was still created, as you can see, by Leap.new, and it's all in one system. So this is the power of what we can create. I know we have a minute left, so I'll just tell you the reason I made this video is number one, to show everyone where AI is, how far we've come. Number two, if you need help building an app, obviously book a meeting. I have a link in the description or in the comments. Book a meeting with me and I'll help you. We'll go through this same process and you might just leave that meeting with your very own app already built. And you'll be very happy with the output. The second part is if you have a friend who has been talking about building apps all the time, but they keep giving one excuse or another, tag them in the comments, send this video to them, have them follow through, and finally, there are no more excuses for not building things. The last thing I'll say is when building apps, sometimes you can get 80% there, but then the AI struggles with the last 20%. So I'm a software developer. I've been building software for the government of Manitoba. I've been building software for private corporations for the last 10 years. When you get stuck, you can also book a meeting and I can take it to the end. And people do that a lot. They want to play around, they want to build, and at the end, they come back and I help them finish up. So wherever you're at, hope you found value. Please share the video, tag someone if it helped you, and let's see what we have. Okay, so this app created a front screen for us where we can create a survey. Survey title would be restaurant event for now. Let's just say someone went to a restaurant. We'll just say it's August 19 event. Okay. And what question? Well, the first question was, how was your food? Multiple choice, just yes or no. I don't think yes or no works here. So rating scale. So let's just do 1 to 5. How was your food? Okay. And the next question would be, how did you find the atmosphere? Okay. Multiple choice. Bland. Let's start with bland. Okay. And then let's add one more that says amazing. And typically you would add another one that says, how's the music, right? Create survey. Let's see what that looks like. So it's creating. So there's an issue where it failed to load. Okay, it failed to get analytics. So typically there's a small button here. It says fix with Leap. You would press that button, it puts it in, and you just send. But normally, at the very least, for the first time, you have things. So you can see what happened here. It already exists, like it created that. So let's click preview. The first thing you can see, it looks like a wizard. And it doesn't show the question. It's still working through the kinks, but this is AI, guys. You have a fully built app. It says 1 of 267, so I have no idea where it got that from. But let's just say hi. We have no idea what the question is either, so we can respond however we like. Okay, so the app is broken. It's not working. The app is broken. It is not working. Okay, so let's view surveys. Yeah, 267 questions seems extremely excessive. Let's create another survey and we'll just say test. And the first question just says, does this work? And of course, we're just going to use yes or no. We just really need to tell, okay, so something's wrong when we are trying to create the survey. And let's try a different error. So we're still getting the first error message, but there might be something else happening where when we try to save, it says it's working, but it's actually not working. And this is the loop. You work with AI, you fix things. Sometimes when you give it way too much to do to start, it has issues this way, right? So 117 questions, that just seems excessive for one question, right? Let's try one more time. When it's done, we'll try one more time to create a survey and see what it looks like. But to be honest, so far, this looks great. We have a nice looking page. Even this builder of surveys looks fine. And 1 second. Okay, the builder of surveys looks fine. Obviously, analytics will fail because we don't even have anything. And when we say create survey, let's say test 2, good, yes or no. Okay, so for the first time, it actually worked to create a survey, and there's a different issue going on. So just click fix again, and hopefully it starts to fix the issues internally. Depending on how complex the app is, you might have a lot more errors. If it's a simpler app, there are very few errors. So I'll show you another app. Like I already showed you this app. While building this thing, there weren't many errors. It's pretty much built most of it in one shot. I added functionality like the ability to search for things. So if we do YLN, it will search for your lead, like your lead nest, which is my business. If we do stall, it will search for stalwart. And if not, if we just do lamb, it will search for everything that has lamb in it. So this was something added after the fact, but for the base functionality, that just worked. So we are okay. So again, we click the button. and AI fixed everything. The question is, okay, now we can preview, we can actually see the message, we can say yes and submit. Okay, and we can go back home, we can view surveys. Now the questions are fixed. Okay, let's see test 2, let's see analytics. Okay, so there should be total response, 1 response, and you can see the charts is good, but we can't, I guess there was no trend over 30 days, right? But 1 yes, no. So if we do this again, let's preview. Somebody says no, we go back home and see analytics, you would see 50-50. Somebody said yes, somebody said no. Like, this is amazing. This is literally amazing. We are done already. Let's try another test. Let's do the actual restaurant event. How was your food? Let's say it was a 4. Okay, how did you find the atmosphere? Honestly, it was just okay. And let's see what the feedback looks like. So if we go to analytics, average rating is a 4. And how was your food? Rating is a 4. Multiple choice, how did you find the atmosphere? It was just okay. So if we did another survey, the food was a 5 and the atmosphere was amazing, and we go back to view the analytics. Okay, so now from 4 it's gone to 4.5 because there are 2 responses, and now you can see there was 1 4, there was 1 5. And how do you find the atmosphere? Some people said, like 50-50 said it's amazing, 50-50 said it's okay. This is an amazing app, in my opinion. This is an amazing app. If you click copy here and you open this in a brand new window, did the copy button not work? I think the copy button did not work. Maybe it did. No, the copy button did not work. Okay, so if you just copy this and put it in a brand new window, will it work? It did. Okay, so imagine this. Imagine spending a few minutes, and yes, you had to debug, you had to fix some things, but AI did all the work. And now you actually have an app outside the AI that you can send to your friends, and or you can have this link. So there's something called a QR code, which you can put any link and a QR code will be generated for you. When you scan it, it will go straight here. So people don't have to type in this long thing. You can just give them a small thing. They scan at your restaurant, they put 5, they put 4, and you record that, and they will tell you the atmosphere was pretty bland, and it's done. And you can return home, view your surveys, view analytics, and now you are at a 4.7. We've had 3 responses so far. This AI has to fix because it's not working. One person said 4, 2 said 5, and now it's a 33% response on the multiple choice. Like, this is amazing. How long did it take us? I've done more talking than AI did fixing this and making sure it's ready. And when you're ready with this, you press merge changes, and merge changes just helps AI compress all the things it knows, and then from here it can build upon it. That's pretty much it. So where do you go from here? Again, if you have an app that you need done, please reach out. I'm very happy to help you. The link to book a meeting is in the description. If you have a friend who needs to go through this, send this to them, tag them, let it help someone. Have a wonderful day.